This video is about configuring dynamic host configuration protocol DHCP in Commando Marshall C3500 series routing switches. So DHCP can be configured like DHCP servers, DHCP clients and DHCP relay. DHCP dynamic host configuration protocol is widely used to automatically assign IP addresses and other network configuration like DNS parameters to network connected device like PC, laptop or any other devices, enhancing the utilization of IP addresses apart from automatically assigning the IP addresses, or otherwise you have to go to each and every client and provide the IP addresses. DHCP server is used to dynamically assign IP addresses, default gateway and other parameters like DNS to DHCP client basically. And it allows a DHCP server to assign IP address to PCs, laptops from the pre-selected range of IP addresses configured for the particular network. So you can manage your network efficiency and use to automate the process of configuring IP addresses gateway and other IP related thing automatically to the connected host. DHCP host or a client generally require 4 IPv4 settings, namely IP address, subnet mask, default gateway and optional DNS server IP addresses. You can customize the DHCP pool, subnet and the address range to provide simultaneous access to more numbers of clients. DHCP allow both permanent assignment of the host address, but more commonly DHCP assign a temporary lease of IP addresses. With these leases, the DHCP server can reclaim the IP address when the device is removed from the network, making a better use of available IP addresses. So DHCP protocol uses following 4 messages that the DHCP client and the DHCP server will share. That those messages are called as Dora messages like discover, offer, request and acknowledge. So this is an easy way to remember the process by which the DHCP messages are sent and received. So how to configure a DHCP server on your Commando C3500 series switch? For that, configure terminal, service DHCP enable. By default, DHCP services are disabled, or you can also give DHCP server to make it a server. You will have the 3 options like this: client, relay or server, or DHCP snooping. So I have make it as a server, and then I will create a pool like DHCP pool and pool name. Let us say my pool name is Commando 1. So with this pool I want a network, let us say 10.5.5.0/24 and gateway 10.5.5.1. We can also have the other parameters like DNS and other things to be configured in this commands. So after creating this pool, I will go to the interface. Let us say interface ETH-0-13, and I want no switch port, means I want to make it as a layer 3 port, and the no shutdown to make it up, and then IP address to this port 10.5.5.1/24, and I will say DHCP server enable. So I can see the DHCP clients by giving the command show DHCP clients. I can have verbose information, or I can give this command. So if the clients are connected, so this way I can see the binded clients, or I can see the show DHCP server statistics. So Dora process messages will be shown, or I can see the bindings if the clients are connected to this. We can also configure this device as a relay. So for that, configure terminal. You have to similar like that service DHCP enable, to make this DHCP enable, and after that DHCP relay. So this way you are making it as a relay. So relay statistic you can see with the help of command show DHCP relay statistics. Show DHCP relay statistics. So this way you can see the statistic of DHCP relay if the clients are connected. You can make anything as a client. So to acquire an IP address from the DHCP, you can use any interface can be enabled as a client. Once the command is enabled and the interface is up, it will acquire an IP address immediately. Otherwise, DHCP function of the interface will be suspended. So for that, you can give the command configure terminal and IP address interface, let us say ETH-0-13 IP address DHCP. So with this we have just configured as a relay, so that's why it's giving these messages. We can also configure the management IP address as a DHCP. So for that, command is management IP address DHCP. So this way we can get the management IP address from DHCP server. To configure DHCP client request, we have to give the command like for interface, let us say ETH-0-9 DHCP client request, and we can give the router or static route or TFTP server or domain name, whatever, let us say router. This way we can request the TFTP server also, like this. So TFTP server address we also can be specifying. So this way you can set up various client with the help of DHCP. So we can also have one more feature, like we can specify the lease time for the DHCP clients. For that, the command is DHCP client lease 0020 to make it as a 20 minutes. So if I want to remove the lease, I have to use the command no DHCP client lease. We can also set the DHCP client host name. So for that we can say DHCP client host name, and I can give this host name to that clients. We can also have the DHCP client default router distance, like our administrative distances. We can have that DHCP client default router. This is a global configuration command. So DHCP client default router distance, let us say 200. We can also have the client broadcast flag, DHCP client broadcast flag. So this will specify the client broadcast flag will set the DHCP message sent by the client for the requested IP address. This flag tells the DHCP server that client can't receive unicast IP datagram until being configured with an IP address. The server or relay agent will broadcast any message to the client on the client subnet. So this way we can configure the clients. We can also configure the relay. So for that we have to give the command DHCP relay, and we can create a DHCP server group, and we can relay like DHCP server, let us say 1.1.1.1, 2.2.2.2, 3.3.3.3, and like that we can relay we can create the servers, DHCP server 1, and we can have the lines to specify the server IP address, let us say 1.1.1.1. so we can extend it 2.2.2 like that. So we can add the interfaces into the server group, use the DHCP server command. So server DHCP server 1. We can validate the relay agent information option. In the forwarding reply message, use the DHCP relay information check command in global configuration mode. So DHCP relay information check. So this way we can do that to validate the relay agent information. We can also enable the DHCP relay agent information option in forwarded request message to the DHCP server. So we can have this option like DHCP relay information option. We can also have the policies configured. So we can have the policy for the drop also, DHCP relay information policy. So we can set up the policies like drop, keep and replace. So we can set such policies. We can use the option 82 policy. So the content of the option 82 in the packet will be processed according to the interface policy. Otherwise it will be processed according to the global policy. By default, no option 82 policy is configured on the interfaces. So we can have this also. We can trust or untrust or trust all for the relay informations. We can have the relay gateways also. This is important command, DHCP relay gateway. This is the interface configuration command, INT-ETH-0-9 DHCP relay gateway. Let us say 10.10.10.1. So this way the relay cycle default relay agent address in the DHCP packets will be given. We can have the DHCP relay feature with this cycle option, DHCP relay address cycle. So we can have the policy also, keep, drop, replace, and we can have trusted or untrusted things. So show DHCP server is the major show command. Which will show the DHCP server group informations, and we can have the show DHCP relay interfaces also. Or information, we will see the relay informations in that. So this way we can configure the DHCP in our network. We can also have the net BIOS configured in our network by going to the pools and go for the net BIOS name servers command, and like that we can create lot of things, and the topic is very vast. So but DHCP, every network engineer has to configure to make any layer 3 switch or a router as a DHCP server. So these are very important or crucial commands which are available with you to automate the IP address assignment in the network. Thank you.